From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they will bring it back. It's a big 6 for Bengals TV. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
uses his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Bengals have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And Higgins is is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Burrow on play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Eckler is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's second and 10. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Down the left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again, it's Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bengals 14.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Open man is Higgins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it fourth down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now a first down throw. Watson to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Touchdown! Elijah Moore from 17 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they go play action now. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Second down and 8. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
As we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
11. Stop.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL, but just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Up the middle with Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Eckler now between the tackles. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
11. Stop.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bengals use the short field to get in for 6. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. MT. 11 MT. 11. 11 MT. Take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Dot.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
11 Thomas. Dot.
Burrow on play action. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen?
That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Watson. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
24.
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Chubb on the counter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Browns 27. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Right 80. 11. They gotta go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On 1, ready?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
On 1, ready?
Let's close this one out.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The handoff, it's Eckler. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and long. It's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 11 MT. Eleven.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That was Eric Johnson in there to drop him for a sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.